Hey, what's up everybody? Little different video tonight. This one's going to be a little bit more informative. So no fishing. It's Sunday, January 19th, 2020. And I'm here to talk about just a few things that I bring when I go fishing and that I don't forget. Things that to me are really important. This is more steered towards beginners and maybe people who are experienced that just have never really thought of these things before. If you haven't yet, start following me on Instagram. It's T_Spence with an E_videos. See what we're doing on there. So every Sunday, two things I want to do. One, I want to do shout out Sundays. So if you or your friends or your family go fishing or hunting, what have you, you have a good day, catch a nice fish, send it to me through a message on my Instagram with a brief description of how you caught it or whatever. And what I want to do is that every Sunday I want to post a shout out. So if you get nominated for that week, I will tag you in it with that brief description. Two, every Sunday I want to do a more informative video. If you're a beginner and you're looking to just get some tips, I'm hoping that this helps you out. If you are more experienced and I managed to help you in some way, shape, or form, great. If you have any tips or comments or anything, feel free to message me on my Instagram. And that way I can learn a few things too, because I'm always learning just like everybody else. So today I'm here to talk about just a few things that I never forget when I go fishing. It's just something that I always do. I always make sure I have it all, and it's super simple. So, basic necessities, a Leatherman. I always bring one. And the reason being is because you can do so much with it. If you have a fish that ate a hook and it's deep down in there and you're trying to get the hook out, you got pliers. These ones have cutters on them, so if you need to cut the line, you can cut it that way. Or what you can do is that you can pull the knife out and cut the line. Like I was saying in my first video, sometimes you have to cut the line if you don't want to keep a fish and they swallowed the hook too far. In a week or two, that hook will be dissolved. So these are super handy in more ways than you could even imagine. So if you haven't already, get yourself a good multi-tool. I have a Leatherman. Gerber's a good one too. Any brand, it doesn't matter. Get yourself a multi-tool. Next, I always bring a lighter. Not because I smoke or because I'm going to just go set things on fire. But you never know. If you get lost in the woods, you need a way to make fire so that you can stay warm. Even on summer days in July, August, sometimes there can be cold nights, especially up north. So you want to be able to start a fire if you need to. Also, you want to be able to cook as well. So not that you'll use it that much, but a lighter is super important. And if you can, make sure you keep it dry. So next I just want to talk about line. What I have here, and I'm not sponsored in any way, shape, or form by anybody. These are just what I'm using. These are things that I pick up at the store. And they work out well for me. It doesn't need to be these brands. It doesn't need to be what I'm using. But hey, if it helps you out and you want to try it, then I'm glad I was able to help. And if you have any suggestions or whatever, shoot me a message. Let me know. If you don't use this brand but you use something like it, yeah, I always want to hear stuff like that because anything can help, right? So I just have spider wire, easy fluorocarbon for my regular reel. Always bring extra line because, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you can relate. How many times have you bought a cheap open face reel with the knob on the top and you've been reeling, fishing. The next thing you know, it's either caught all around the knob on the top or it's spooled up underneath underneath the gears. It happens to me probably 10 times a summer. And then just like that, 20 yards of line, 10 yards of line's gone. I got to cut it all off. And so I always bring extra line because I just never know when that's actually going to happen. I know it's going to happen, I just don't know when. So I just bring it. Here I have Suffix 832. This is ice braid. This is what I've been using for ice fishing. It's the first year I've ever used it. I gotta say, I'm impressed. It's like a braided material, so it's almost like a rope more than an actual line per se. And it's been working out really well. The only thing I noticed is that I think I had too much leader on when I was fishing. I've changed it up to about 3 to 4 feet of leader. And I've noticed that my line, so basically what was happening is that when I'd pull my trap up after about an hour or so to check my bait, it would be a huge bird's nest of leader and be wrapped up all around my reel, and my bait would be right next to the bottom of my trap. And I think it had something to do with the bait not swimming all the way down and swimming around, but I think with that, and it also just bird nesting all together because I had too much leader on. I mean, we're talking 5, 6, 7 feet of leader, maybe more, that I had on there. I think it was just too much, so I changed it up to 3 to 4. I haven't had an issue since. If any of you have any suggestions on that, maybe it is okay to have that much leader and maybe there's something I can change up, just let me know. Shoot me a message because I'm always learning as well, so I'm really interested if you have any advice on that. But this is 10-pound braid. It's working really well. So I'm going to keep using that probably from now on. So right here, these are new to me this year, and I'm really impressed. I've been using these neon green ones, like those. And these are size 6s, and these have been working really well. The Eagle Claw Laser Sharps, it seems like that the barb's a little bit bigger, so when I hook the fish, it doesn't fall off the hook. As you can see in my first video, I was having problems setting the hook. The fish were stealing my bait. So I think that had something to do with the hook brand I was using. So I saw these at the store one day, so I got them, and they're working great. I have the neon green. I'm really excited to try these orange ones. I think they're just going to be killer. So you know what? I think in my next video I'm going to use these orange ones. And I also have pink as well. Those of you who use these, just shoot me a message on how you like them, what colors you like, and how you fish them. If you just fish them like you would ice fishing, just hook the bait through the back and set it free, then great. But if there's something you do, or a different color, or different size, yeah, let me know. Because these are cool. I'm really liking these, so I think I'm going to keep getting those. So next, I am pretty happy about this purchase. So this right here, it's small. I bought this at Walmart. It's just an Ozark Trail tackle box, basically. For stream fishing, this thing is perfect. It's tiny. I mean, just to give you an idea, this is my hand. I do have kind of big hands, but I mean, just to give you an idea, actually, how big this thing is. But it's got everything I need, and it's easy to carry. It's orange, so hopefully I never lose it. If I do lose it and someone finds it, then they're going to have a lot of money inside it that they're going to be able to play with as far as fishing. So this thing I only paid, I think it was like $10. And with that $10, I'll show you. It came with these little plastic holders. They weren't full of lures, but they came with the plastic holders that fit perfectly in here. So what I have is I've tried to keep this pretty organized. I do get unorganized quite often, so I try to keep my fishing stuff organized just so I'm not chasing my tail all the time. So in here I just have some lures that are shaped like fish. These have been working really well. These are just Blue Fox lures. Actually, I have an unopened package right here. Blue Fox flashes. These are great. I have had really good luck with these with trout and smallmouth bass. So I'm really impressed with them. So I'll take one out just so you can see exactly what they look like. We'll take out one of these rainbow trout ones. So that's all it is right there. The head swivels, and then this just swivels around it. It swims really straight. I'm really impressed by that. But I mean, Pretty basic, but they are super successful. I also have some barrel swivels in there too. I also found this really tiny Daredevil. Pretty cool. I bought it for trout. Haven't had any luck on it yet, but still gonna keep trying it and see what I can come up with. So this thing actually comes with 3. So I always try to keep different lures in each one. Like I want to have a wide variety of what I have. Yeah, I just got a bunch of Robalas in here. I mean, I've got some different color variations. These I haven't used a whole much for trout yet. I've heard of people having really good luck. I just haven't used them a whole lot. I'm excited to start trying these out, like these shiner ones. I do these Fire Tigers, these ones right here. I have really good luck with bass fishing. For some reason, they really like those. I have a segmented body one, and then I have just a regular Rapala. So I have those just in case, just to change it up every once in a while. And then I've got a bunch of rooster tails. I think I got a Panther Martin in there. And then I got these other lures off Amazon sorry, these are flopping all over the place. I got these other lures off Amazon that they're alright. They work pretty decent. But I gotta tell you, one that I'm really digging is this one right here. That right there is a rooster tail, and it's called a Bloody Frog. And weirdly enough, I was in some small town in western Maine, just going in, there was like a Subway attached to the store. I went in and they had that. It was the last one. They didn't really have many lures, and I said, well, that looks cool, I'll buy it. Later that day, we went down and fished a local stream, and I'll post a picture on my Instagram, but I ended up catching like an 18 or 20 inch brown on it, third cast. And since then, I've used it and had really good luck. So I really do like that one a lot. Another thing that I keep in here is I have a Moose Look Wobbler in Maine. The silver one, this one, gold, bronze, whatever. These work really well trolling. So I always keep one just in case. You never know when you're going to try to use it. So I have those. I also have, if I'm ever going to go worm dunking, I just have eagle claws with hooks, beads, and the swivels. Those of you who do fish with worms, try these out. These work phenomenal. I think the extra flash and the color of the pink attracts the trout, and they just absolutely love it. And you can fish it any way. If you have a pool with a piece of foam, you can just drop the worm in there. If you have a faster piece of water, you can cast it across and just let it dead drift and just slowly pop it up. You can fish it however you want, and the trout really like them. So those I carry all the time. Another thing I carry is just something I bought off Amazon. It's just got these lures. I haven't used any of them yet, but I keep it just in case. If I'm getting skunked, I've tried every lure in my tackle box, I'll pull this out and we'll see what we can come up with. So I just keep an extra one in here. In the side, more line, no lighter. This side, got extra swivels, some sinkers. Oh, sorry, those are not sinkers, those are more swivels. I guess I'm gonna have to get some sinkers and put some in there. So there you have it. Just a few simple things that I always bring, whether I'm ice fishing or regular fishing. So if I was able to help any of you out, great. Leave some comments. If you have some suggestions, let me know. Like I keep saying, I am always up for learning more about fishing and hunting and what have you. So thank you for tuning in. We're going to try to do one of these every Sunday. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time.